Hello. Welcome along to episode, I do believe it's 267 of Adventures in Pop. My name is Simon Jacobs, as he usually is, and you are extremely welcome. I've still got a slightly chesty cold, so if I suddenly burst into a whole fit of sneezing and coughing, I'll carefully edit that out. You don't need to. You don't need to see that or hear it. It's not very nice. A couple of things on our agenda today. Two things in particular. One is just to acknowledge, because I guess it is quite a thing, isn't it? Just acknowledge subscribers for this channel, and that probably includes you, or at least a bunch of you. And by the way, if you're watching and you haven't subscribed, well, that seems just completely out of order, doesn't it? No, do subscribe. But the big news is somehow my subscriber numbers have reached the impossible and ridiculous figure of 250,000. It's 250 something thousand. I think basically I went through the 250,000 mark 3 days ago. And all I can say is it's kind of slightly overwhelming. If I knew all of your names, I would obviously, do a special episode. I mean, it'd be a very long and very dull episode. I wouldn't want everyone to watch, but I would go through obviously thanking everyone in turn with their name. Luckily, I don't have that, so we can keep this a bit more interesting. But look, the point is, thank you. It's extraordinary. I don't think I ever expected to get anything anywhere near that kind of number, so it's all a bit ridiculous, but it's a good ridiculous, isn't it? So thank you, and on we go. So look, that's one thing. The second thing, much more important and much more interesting, is that I have got my 8th album out at the end of this coming week. So we're talking about another 5 days. The album, as you probably well know by now, it's called Organic. 3 singles have already been out. And actually the most recent of those 3 singles, which is called You Never Will, I think has just gone past about 40,000 streams, which is also really good. And is a testament, I think, to the work that these guys at Reverie Music PR are doing. Dan and Alex, you might know that I interviewed Alex for a couple of episodes recently. I'll do a full breakdown of kind of how the promotion work has gone and, all the ins and outs, the costs, the ups and downs and everything when we get to the end of that, which will be much nearer Christmas. But in the meantime, 3 singles out, and the third of those singles is doing the best, and it's, as I say, 40,000 streams and counting. So that's also really good. But what I want to do here is introduce you to a track that is not going to be released as a single. So this is another of tracks on the album where I've made a video. I want to introduce it to you. I want to let you hear it and whet your appetite for the album when it comes out on Friday. As usual, the album's got 12 tracks, 3 of them released as a single. A 4th will come out on the same day as the album. That's called Stone by Stone. But the track we're going to highlight today is the track that's going to be the 11th track on the album, and it's called A Big Mistake. And the big mistake in question in this song, so let's get into what this song's about. The big mistake in this song is the protagonist, the person singing the song, has forgotten to say that they love their partner. And obviously there's been a pregnant and silent pause as said partner waits for protagonist to say, I really love you, and it didn't happen. And he, if it's me, he forgot. And maybe he thought, as the chorus points out, that he didn't really need to because he thought it was something that was kind of understood. It's an interesting one, isn't it? I remember years and years and years ago when I worked in a little record shop not far from where I lived. I remember the manager of that shop spending a lot of time on the phone. He'd be round the back and we'd be serving customers, and every now and then we'd be popping round the back and he'd be sitting there on the phone with his girlfriend, or I should say to his girlfriend, and he would just be going, yes, I do love you. Yeah, no, I do love you. Yes, no, I do. I remember thinking, oh my goodness, that's too much. That's too much need for reassurance. This song is at the other end of the spectrum, where there's been no reassurance, and there is, of course, there is a need for some. So it's about getting that little balance right between, too much and too little. And who knows what that balance is? Where does that needle kind of lie? Where, too much, oh, I really love you, I love you, I love you, and forgetting to mention it for months and months. So it's a never-ending obstacle course to chart the territory of love. That's a bunch of mixed metaphors, isn't it? So I'm going to play you, and obviously share with you the video for A Big Mistake. One thing in the writing of this song, I do remember writing it because there had been a bit of a pause, I think. It was around the time when we got ourselves our dog, and it was a bit of a tumultuous time. And somehow it contributed, and I'm really sure it was this particular event that made it happen. It contributed to a little period where I didn't write anything for about, a month and a half. And I started thinking, could become a problem. And this song, A Big Mistake, was the first song I wrote as that slightly strange barren period came to an end. Now, normally, I'm quite familiar with a pattern that normally occurs, which is that there'll be a long pause, then the first song or even two songs, when I'm kind of back in the groove again, tend to be, on the whole, not very good. It's like you're having to relearn a bit, what you do, and you're back at the bottom of the mountain. You have to start climbing again. So normally they're not very good. This one, when I'd written it, I thought, well, I wonder if that's the not very good one, because I quite like it. And it just kind of stuck around, and I went back to it a couple of times and improved bits. It's got an interesting middle eight section, a section which isn't a verse, isn't a chorus, just comes up the one time. Let me play you the middle eight first, and then we'll just hear the whole song.
Ooh, you are the one who made me feel just like a fool, but you never lost your cool.
So yeah, that's kind of cute. That's towards about 2/3 of the way through the song. So look, why don't we just hear the whole track, watch the video, and I will be back in a very few number of days, because I will shortly be wanting to highlight this song Stone by Stone, which actually is the fourth single from Organic. So there's an awful lot going on, and I will at some point make sure that every track, literally every track, has got a video and gets a little moment to be discussed with you. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you're having a lovely weekend and the rest of your week is gorgeous, and I will talk to you soon. Here is A Big Mistake. Bye-bye.
I forgot to say I love you when the silence got so loud, and you just turned away as if to say, I think you've missed your moment now. I forgot to say I love you. Now it looks like the world might end. I thought that you know me, what you get is what you see. I didn't mean to offend. The only reason that I didn't tell you I love you, oh, I thought you already knew. I didn't think I needed to tell you I love you, but now I know that I do. was just too late. I'm left to dream of what could have been. Next time I won't hesitate. Ooh, you are the one who made me feel just like a fool. But you never lost your cool. You are the one who made me feel just like a fool. But you never lost your cool. And the only reason that I didn't tell you I love you, oh, I thought you already knew. I didn't think I needed to tell you I love you, but now I know that I do. Did you think that I had lost my mind? If there's a chance we must take. Did you think